Okay, as cities across the nation are relaxing their curfews or dropping them altogether, New York City still has one. It's 8 p.m. curfew in place this Friday night. That was hours ago. So let's check in on it with correspondent Brian Yennis, who is there again on the ground for us tonight. Good evening, Brian.
Shannon, good evening. This is the fourth night of that 8 p.m. curfew, and I got to say, compared to other nights, it was the quieter night of all of them, which is good news. But there is a lot of pressure, and it's become a contentious point, this 8 p.m. curfew, from protesters and activists who are now threatening to sue Mayor Bill de Blasio if he doesn't get rid of this curfew or if he extends this curfew any further than Monday, which is when it's supposed to be lifted. In a statement, the New York Civil Liberties Union and Legal Aid Society and other organizations said this: in addition to curtailing the right to First Amendment protected protests, the NYPD has used the curfew as justification for their brutal attacks. Mayor de Blasio, New Yorkers are under attack from your police department, and we are ready to take legal action. If you extend the curfew, we'll see you in court. From the NYPD's perspective, they find themselves in an impossible situation. They have obviously been under attack with anti-police rhetoric, but on top of that, there were 2 nights of mass looting and chaos in this city. From their perspective, they are just enforcing a law that was put on the books by elected officials. On top of all of that, the Manhattan DA, he just said that he released a statement saying that those that have been arrested for protesting will not be prosecuted. And in a statement, Cy Vance said this: the prosecution of protesters charged with these low-level offenses undermines critical bonds between law enforcement and the communities we serve. Those low-level offenses really stem from unlawful assembly or disorderly conduct. Also, breaking today, 2 people that were arrested for throwing Molotov cocktails at NYPD vehicles without officers inside. Initially, a lower court ruled that they can be sent directly to home confinement. Well, the second district court judge said, no, we don't want you in home confinement, and they have since been detained. All of that, Shannon, as we are dealing with a pandemic here at the epicenter of the country. The city is expected to open phase 1 on Monday. A lot of tension here as to whether or not we're going to see a spike in cases in the next 10 to 14 days, given all these protests. Shin.